We know that digital literacy powers us up to take part in the transformational changes taking place in society, not least in the world of work. Here, I want to think about the headline opportunities and challenges we encounter as we start to take up different roles as part of our digital literacy activity and as we enact our netizenship. The interconnecting roles I want to focus on here are us as digital creators, us as digital consumers, especially consumers of others' creations, good and bad, and us as digital teachers and learners, or in other words, us as creators and consumers participating in the intersection, the overlap of education and technology. So to start with us as digital creators, at the heart of netizenship is our role literally as net contributors and creators. Digital literacy opens up a whole wealth of opportunities to create content, join networks, share and grow ideas and movements. With the click of a button, we can reach half of the world's population. With the click of a button, we can publish all sorts of media, text, audio, video, images. We can come together with others to produce powerful reference resources, such as Wikipedia. We can come together with others to hold our politicians to account and speak out against injustices. We can support fights for democracy far away from the front lines. Responsibilities come with being digital creators. A click of a button and sharing of information can influence opinion for the better or worse. The creation of a network on a social media platform often requires oversight. Meanwhile, the problem is, just as quickly as we as netizens become empowered to create online, so do bad actors. Some of these bad actors are simply out for themselves. Some are out to profit as puppets of state-led or interest group-led initiatives. Since 2016 and the landmark votes in the UK and the US, the power of these bad networks have come more to the fore. There is more noise and coverage on the power to skew opinions and in turn skew election results. Internet censorship and internet shutdowns are a rising problem around the world. Here, we could cite the Great Firewall of China or Russia's plans to introduce RUNET, an unplugged internet, and the hope to create internet sovereignty, that is, control over what information appears online. We meanwhile face an arguably graver problem in that the actions of bad actors can be such that our digital worlds appear to be functioning as normal and not requiring our careful attention. As Pomerantsev woefully outlines in his extended lamentation on the threats to democracy ushered in by digital technologies, political control no longer simply manifests itself as your conventional censorship, that outright refusal of access to information. It emanates from disinformation farms. It appears on our screens as fabricated social media accounts promulgating harmful news stories. It is wielded by the digital version of fifth column activities, which see networks infiltrated and upturned by clandestine activities looking to undermine movements and groups from within. We find ourselves in a situation whereby the power to influence is no longer constrained by political borders. Put more strongly, warfare is no longer simply defined by the exchange of missiles. It is now meted out by the targeting and, in the case of the possibilities offered up now by social media, micro-targeting or targeting deriving from the very careful selection and bringing together of different interests, of words and ideas. In sum, the boon of tech, which has been to open up ways for us as digital creators, has been readily accompanied by enhanced means of control by bad actors. The opportunity for us as digital creators thus comes closely paired with a huge challenge. The start is to become aware of this. So, what of our role as digital consumers? Here again lie opportunities closely paired with challenges. The opportunity is access to knowledge and ideas that generations before us could only dream of. We have access to media reinvented, encyclopedias and news outlines, and media invented, social networks where we can get almost real-time updates from our friends and others on what they are up to and what is happening around the world. The challenge we undoubtedly face is knowing what to consume and how to consume it. There are over 6 billion pages online. In 1 minute, over 46,000 new posts appear on Instagram. Over 87,000 people are active on Twitter. The information flood never stops, nor does the fight for our attention. Amongst all of this, and with the power of creation bestowed on all, information authority, that is knowing what to trust, has become hugely difficult. Many of us are aware of this. In the 2020 Digital News Report from the Reuters Institute, it was recorded that only 38% of us now trust the news, to take one section of mass media, most of the time. Meanwhile, we face the challenge that what we consume and how we engage with different content is being tracked by tech giants so that they can dish up those micro-targeted ads and other content. One harmful consequence of this is that, at best, we end up reinforcing our biases. We shut ourselves away in one comfortable corner of shared opinion despite the wealth of information out there. At worst, and herein lies the extreme danger, we run the risk of removing the possibility of rational debate online, already undermined by the fluidity between truth and falsity created by bad actors. We might even run the risk of adopting dangerous ideologies online with far-reaching ramifications or impacts for how we engage with members of our communities offline. This is one of myriad examples underlining the need to be mindful of how the physical, digital, and biological spheres are merging in our current times. These opportunities and challenges that shape our roles as digital creators and consumers equally inform our activities as digital teachers and learners, or in other words, when we come to create and consume in the name of education. For those of us linked to the internet, the opportunities to learn are unprecedented. The opportunities to transform the way in which we teach are also unprecedented. Every day, more free as well as paid content is uploaded online. Every day, the education technology sector offers us a new tool which we might use in our own learning or in our teaching, whatever guise that teaching or indeed learning might take. With so much information out there, what can we usefully consume to up our understanding in any given area? With so many tools and resources to choose from, what can we usefully create to up the understanding of those whom we support in any given area, including in digital literacy, and in any possible education setting, the home, the classroom, the seminar room, to name just a few? How can we best utilise developing technologies in our teaching and learning? How do we keep abreast of the breakneck speed of developments to ensure we are using tools appropriately and supporting others to do the same? The first step in harnessing all of these opportunities and rising to their concomitant challenges is to place ourselves at the centre, as digital literacy encourages. We need to interrogate what we really want to achieve when we come to create, consume, teach or learn. We need to think carefully about how our individual actions impact the broader community, other netizens the globe over. This twin responsibility to ourselves and others is what lies at the heart of those different avatars or roles we can concurrently don online, and the opportunities and challenges that shape them.